Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Spring 24 Battle Court Playoffs. Tonight's semifinal game day will feature the Warriors and the Chargers. And up next, Zulaika and Bradley take on Correa and Nicolas. Both matchups in the regular season went to the Warriors' third-ranked team, Correa and Nicolas. 6-4, 6-3 the first time around, and the second time they needed 3 sets, 6-1, 2-6, 6-4. Correa and Nicolas 5-5 in the regular season, whereas Zulaika and Bradley just one win, 1-9, won their second match of the year, and then they lost 8 in a row, including a forfeit in their final match of the regular season to close out the year. Again, all signs and the stats point to the Warriors here in this one, Stu, but Zulaika and Bradley, they need to get the Chargers up on the board. It starts with Zulaika in the front. Correa's going to have a tough matchup. See how this one goes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our third match. The Warriors lead 2-0 on this semifinal. Representing the Chargers, we have the team of Zulaika and Bradley. And for the Warriors, it's the team of Correa and Nicolas.
Here's the serve. We begin. There's the backhand by Bradley to the inside. Backhand now by Nicolas. Bradley's there. Backhand from the 11 line. There's a backhand by Nicolas to the inside. Robote coming out. Robote forehand rifled by Zulaika. Nicolas to the inside. Robote coming out again. Forehand Robote by Zulaika. Here's Nicolas. Backhand to the inside. Robote forehand by Zulaika. Scoop by Nicolas. Nicolas advances. Forehand from the 8 line. Wall to wall. Robote forehand by Zulaika. Here's a catch by Nicolas. Zulaika called for that. That ball dropped in. Here comes Correa attacking at the 4 line. Powerful, powerful right side. Beautifully caught
catch
by Bradley. Costado 2-all opens and scores. Perfectly executed by Zulaika for the Chargers. First point of this match goes to Zulaika and Bradley.
We'll talk about a tone setter. I mean, that Costado 2-1 from Zulaika is his biggest weapon and throws one perfectly to begin.
Look at that catch by Brad. I mean, his reach is, again, it's unconventional form, but it's pretty to watch.
I mean, you hear the records of these two teams, Zulaika and Bradley 1-9, Correa and Nicolas 5-5. But they do have a pretty big, the Chargers do a pretty big advantage up in the front court. Zulaika is the #1 ranked player, Correa the 5 for the Warriors. He's going to have to eat in that matchup. So far, so good, his first shot attempt.
There's a backhand by Nicolas, hard throw to the inside. Robote forehand by Zulaika goes wall to wall. Correa, forehand Robote hits the rail above the front wall. 2 points for Zulaika and Bradley of the Chargers. Zulaika serves.
And we've seen Zulaika on these playoff days. He led the Chargers to a championship 2 seasons ago, and he was one of the biggest reasons why.
Absolutely.
I mean, the serve, the shots, I mean, everything working for him. Again, Correa defends the 2-wall pretty well, but got a lot of power from that Costado, a lot of cut. Difficult to read from Zulaika up there already. 2 points for the Chargers. Just the start they needed.
Here's a backhand by Nicolas. Robote, forehand by Zulaika. Beautiful catch by Nicolas, backhand from the 12 line. Catch by Correa, backhand to the inside. Bradley down low, backhand from the 11 line. Robote forehand save at the side wall. Correa gets in there, cannot make the play. 3 points for Zulaika and Bradley. Zulaika has the serve.
And while the unforced errors keep piling up for Correa, the Chargers just have to keep going to him. I mean, you're not going to test Nicolas back on the inside. We've seen what happens for about 5 seasons now when you do that.
Yeah, he just catches everything on the left side.
Doesn't work out in your favor. got to attack the weaker player. In this case, Correa up in the front against Zulaika. A good chance for the Chargers to attack early and often in this one.
Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Here's Nicolas midcourt. Powerful backhand. Straight to the forehand of Bragley. Bragley from the forehand. Correa's there. Backhand from the 7 line. Bragley from the 11. Karam. Stopped by Correa. Correa checks. Powerful throw hand. Powerful throw from the forehand scores. Correa takes the Warriors onto the board with their first point in this match. He serves. Wow, I mean, he just like, it screwed up my announcing.
It was so good. You
I mean,
you were at a loss for words.
Throw hand, I just invented that. Don't use it. You have a nasty habit of doing that, by the way.
You don't have to worry about it for that one.
I was about to say, I misspoke,
that one,
so
I think
not a
you're
good
safe.
one.
Yeah.
That's not a good one. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve is good. Must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Here's the catch by Nicolas. Here's the catch by Correa. Backhand. That hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. 4 points for Zulaika and Bragley. Zulaika serves.
And another one now mixing in that overhead screen. Not the best start for Correa up there. Again, to send it that high, can't have control of the ball in his basket. Four-1 advantage now.
There's a backhand by Nicolas. Here's a catch by Correa. Backhand to the inside. Big right side by Nicolas to the inside. Here's Bragley from the 12. Back to the inside. Nicolas picks it up on the backhand. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Beautiful catch by Nicolas. Rebote, the rebound off the back wall, saved. Correa attacks again, has it on the forehand. Hard to the inside. It's caught by Bragley. Scoop by Nicolas. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Nicolas advances. Here's the backhand. Low and hard and caught by Bragley. Correa on the forehand from the 7. Zulaika makes the catch. Costello inside. Nicolas turning to save the rebote. He does. Zulaika gobbles it up at the 6 line. Split placement stopped by Nicolas. Great read by Nicolas. The carom, however, is in the pad, and the pad is most definitely bad. 5 points for Zulaika and Bragley. Possible set point.
And Nicolas imploring upon Correa to lock in, get this point to extend the set. And even though the Warriors won these 2 regular season matchups, and Bradley's a primetime player, Zulaika, he's got so many weapons, and a #1 ranked player up in the front court against a 5, regardless of who you have behind you. Zulaika can score from just about anywhere on the court from that left side, or right for that matter.
There's a serve by Zulaika. Rebote forehand. Zulaika lays it up. Catch by Nicolas. Nicolas from the 9 line. Beautiful catch by Zulaika. Big backhand. Rebote coming out. Right up the middle. Correa's there. Zulaika cuts it off. Catch by Correa from the outside. Nice backhand. That ball goes off the tip of Bragley's cesta. 2 points for Correa and Nicolas. Correa has the serve for the Warriors. It's actually probably the best communication that I've seen between Bragley and Zulaika.
Absolutely.
That was one thing that, for the Chargers, that really worked was the Bragley-Iturbide combination. Zulaika and Bragley, different temperature throughout 2024 so far, but that's changed tonight. Good night for it to change.
Absolutely. And those, kind of the tweeners. I mean, should Bradley let it come out? Zulaika's in position for the rebote. Those type of balls they struggled with throughout the regular season, but they've really shored things up here in the playoffs. That's their first mistake, looking to close out this first set.
Powerful serve by Correa. Here's the forehand by Bragley. Nicolas looks for the rebote. just above the pad to the forehand of Zulaika. Zulaika going for that placement. That is out. 3 points for Correa and Nicolas. Correa serves.
Landing
Looking for that
inside the
perfect
cage
yeah,
in the
looking for
air.
that perfect
Boy.
placement. That last. Here's a catch by Bragley. Off a hard serve by Correa. Nicolas on the backhand to the inside. Bragley's there. Forehand from the 11 line, right up the middle. Correa with the catch. Backhand. Robote forehand by Zulaika. Big bounce brought down by Nicolas. Robote left side, split placement. Scoop by Correa. The forehand return scores. 4 points for Correa and Nicolas. Still possible set point for Zulaika and Bragley.
And Correa responding nicely in the second half of this first set. Look at this scoop back behind him. Great control. And then takes a little bit off. I mean, that's not going full bore at the forehand. Places it on the wall, crossing and scoring.
Here's the catch by Bragley. Powerful forehand. Robote coming out. There's the backhand. It's a beautiful save by Nicolas. Ball's floating, picked up by Zulaika. Here's the backhand to the inside. Caught by Nicolas. Backhand powerfully thrown, Robote for Zulaika. High and hard to the backcourt. Nicolas is there. Just over the shoulder of Zulaika, that ball goes. He plays Robote from the forehand. That clears the overhead screen. Comes all the way out to the 5 line and scores. Point and set to Zulaika and Bragley, winning the first set, 6-4. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set. So there we have the first set is complete from our third match of the evening. The first playoff for spring 2024 of Battle Court. You're watching live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Here we are in the ESPN3 Players Cage. Players taking the breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. There you have the camera on the back of Zulaika. Behind him, you see Warriors. Nicolas and Correa getting feedback from Douglas. So far on the game day, Warriors have won the first 2 matches. We're in the third match. First team to win 4 matches will win this playoff and advance to the finals. Here we see Bragley tying into the cesta. Basically, his hand just sits on top of that wicker basket. Little piece of cloth between his hand and the basket. Leather glove sewn onto the basket. His hand goes in there. That tie called a cinta. The only thing holding his hand in there. Bragley's someone who likes a particularly tight tie. You see him finishing off there with about 20 seconds to go before we begin our next set. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our next set. Here's the catch by Bragley off a good serve by Correa. Nicolas on the backhand. Scoop by Nicolas. Here's the backhand from the 12 line. Here's the backhand by Correa to the inside from the 7 line. Zulaika is there. Zulaika winds up. Costello 2-all. Stop is out. First point for Correa and Nicolas. Correa serves.
Was called out, and I don't think the Chargers are going to take another look at this one. They're going to continue on.
They
here.
have the option of reviewing it. That's reviewable, but they're not reviewing it. Here's a catch by Bragley. Big right side by Bragley. Caught by Nicolas. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand to the inside. Here's Nicolas. Backhand to the inside. Bragley on the backhand. That ball touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. 2 points for Correa and Nicolas. Correa serves.
Just catching a piece of that overhead screen. Unforced errors now piling up for Zulaika to begin this second set.
Powerful serve by Correa, caught by Bragley. Bragley powerfully from the 11 line. Stopped by Nicolas. Nicolas over the top. Low and hard to the inside, scooped up on the backhand of Zulaika. Robote forehand to the inside. Actually right up the middle. Bragley has it on the forehand. Scoop by Nicolas. Here's the backhand by Bragley. Beautiful catch by Zulaika at the side wall. Tough play. Here's Nicolas from the 12 line. Robote forehand by Zulaika with a light touch. Picked up on the bounce by Nicolas. Ball ruled to have been tipped in the front court. That's a point for Zulaika and Bragley. Zulaika has the serve.
I like that Bragley, at least trying to mix it up, throwing something to the outside, and you might have Correa reaching up and tip it. Exactly what happened right there. Really, you'd rather have Nicolas play that ball in front of him as opposed to Correa back over his head. But it's a difficult one to control, even if he does get a full cesta on it.
What a catch by Nicolas off a powerful serve by Zulaika. Here's the backhand by Nicolas to the inside. Robote, a rebound off the back wall, saved by Zulaika. Backhand by Correa. Nicolas calls for the ball, plays it back to the inside from the forehand. What a catch by Bragley. There's a backhand to the inside. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Zulaika. Here's the backhand by Zulaika. Robote coming out. Zulaika winds up. Drop shot. Two players take off. Correa gets there with control. Plays the backhand to the 9 line. Bragley blasts it to the outside. Perfect
throw.
Positioning by Bragley off that forehand to score. 2-2, Zulaika serves. You're absolutely right. Bragley's positioning tonight's excellent. His catching's been on all season long, especially towards the second half of this season. But tonight, that positioning, that throw, he threw it, scoped out the court, throws it out of the reach of Correa, and past Nicolas. Well done. Here's a catch by Nicolas, backhand to the inside. Robote forehand, powerfully thrown by Zulaika and caught by Nicolas. Zulaika calls for the Robote, forehand to the inside. Beautiful catch by Zulaika. Karam scores for Bragley from deep in the backcourt. That's 3 points for Zulaika and Bragley. Zulaika served.
Yeah, we saw that stretch where Correa made a few unforced errors in a row in the first set. Now you're seeing it again here in set number 2.
Well, also, we talked earlier about more conservative style of play. Not true for everyone. Definitely not the case here for Bragley.
No,
a low Karam from the backcourt. That's bold. Ball over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the catch by Bragley. Robote coming out. There's a backhand to the inside. Powerful forehand to the inside.
Wow,
here's the catch by Bragley. Here's the forehand by Bragley. Robote forehand by Nicolas. That 2-all will score. Beautifully executed by Zulaika. That's 4 points. Zulaika will serve.
Yeah, they got Correa all turned around up there in the front court.
Have Correa apparently with an equipment timeout for Correa.
I think the cinta ripped.
Yeah,
Stu, that's what he's saying back here.
As you saw earlier with Bragley pulling on that cinta, I mean, they are made of, most of them are made of, actually most of them are made of cotton. I guess there's some nylon, but they are subject to tearing. And so, you know, when you pull on it, especially when you pull over the crossbar, or what we call the taco, it wears and it wears and it wears. And it can break. Fortunately, that's an easy fix. When the cesta breaks, that's a problem. When a piece of the cesta breaks off, that's also a problem. Seems to have found another cinta. We're good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, Correa has replaced his cinta. Play will resume. Score is 4-3 and 4-2 rather in favor of Zulaika and Bragley of the Chargers. Zulaika has a serve. Excellent catch by Nicolas. Here's the backhand. Powerful, powerful forehand. This one caught by Nicolas. Big right side by Bragley, caught by Correa. Correa's backhand to the corner, out to the rebote. Outside placement read by Nicolas. That carom lands in and scores. Beautifully executed by Nicolas. Correa and Nicolas with 3 points. Zulaika and Bragley with 4. Correa serves.
And tracked one down in the first set. This time able to finish it off with a nice carom. Take a look. Straight to the outside. Nicolas takes off, calls him off, gets there easily.
Absolutely.
And then the carom. Defender's got to give way. Nicolas throws it and he scores.
Cortada served by Correa, changing things up. Bragley makes the catch. Here's the return. Nicolas on the backhand from the 11 line. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand of Zulaika. Rebote, 2-all by Nicolas, scores. Perfectly executed. 4-4 is the score. Correa serves for the Warriors.
Boy, Rebote came shooting off the back wall.
Yeah,
he turned it into a 2-wall.
Yeah. Yeah, Zulaika was moving out there, but the ball was moving faster.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Placement to the inside by Bragley. Here's the backhand. What a catch by Bragley at the 10 line. Straight up the middle. Nicolas is there. Nicolas powerfully to the inside. Bragley with a tremendous catch at the 12 line. 2-all. Stopped by Correa. Here's the backhand. Rebote floating. Play to the inside by Zulaika. Catch by Bragley at the 12. Right side to the inside, and Nicolas is there. Bragley on the backhand. Rebote by Zulaika. Walkie bounce off that side wall. Nicolas makes the save. Zulaika tacks up at the 4 line. Blasts it inside. What a scoop by Nicolas. Here's the backhand by Bragley off a beautiful catch. Backhand now by Nicolas to the inside, and Bragley's there again. A backhand by Bragley, stopped by Nicolas. Nicolas powerfully Looking across, Bragley's out of the way, 2-all. Does not open, it is stopped by Correa. What an effort by all 4 players. Correa and Nicolas have 5 points. Possible set point for Correa and Nicolas.
Well, that Cinta came undone at the right time for the Warriors. Since that point, they've run 3 straight, flipped the momentum back in their favor.
Too. Correa gets in there. He makes the save on the rebote. Here's Bragley. Rebote forehand rifled inside, and Nicolas makes the catch. Nicolas powerfully to the inside. Bragley with a clutch catch behind the 13 line. He comes over the top. Correa is there. Backhand. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Here's a catch by Nicolas. Rebote at the sidewall by Zulaika. Nicolas, rebote left side to the inside. Bragley alone for the catch, makes it at the 12 line. Catch by Nicolas. Carom by Nicolas does not clear the pad. 5-5 is the score. Match point for Nicolas and Bragley of the Chargers. Set point for Correa and Nicolas of the Warriors.
Nicolas had a chance to close out the set, just catching the pad on the way down. The Chargers just absolutely need this second set. But they need the match, whether they get it here or not. I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, but this would give them a little bit of momentum coming back here, down 5-4 and winning the final 2. Nicolas has turned it into another gear. Correa certainly figured it out since a few in a row in the beginning part of that second set. Just 1 point to decide it.
Powerful serve by Zulaika. What a catch by Nicolas. The powerful backhand clears the overhead screen.
Just cleared.
Rebote at the 2 line is missed. We're going to a 3rd set. Correa and Nicolas take the second set. 6-5. 2 minutes go on the board. 3rd set up next. My, oh my.
I mean, he was just caught off guard by how far that ball traveled.
Yeah, we don't see a lot of rebotes being turned up at like the 3 line, the 2 line. And one of the things that happens both at the back wall, which is true at the front wall, is you realize that you're running out of real estate as the ball's coming out. And you start becoming aware, because what are you going to do? You're going to throw it hard and you're going to hit yourself in the head with the ball.
First of all, the catch off the serve, and then, I mean...
You see the back pedal here.
Yeah.
He knows he's running out of real estate right about there. Again, just flip it inside. That's how close he was to the front wall. He's practically touching it right there on the replay.
Boy, what a backhand there by Nicolas.
Yeah, tremendous.
Takes us to a 3rd and decisive set.
Once again, we're back in the ESPN 3 players cage. Now we're preparing for a 3rd set.
And coming up next is the 6th division doubles. Williams and Julin against El Barba and Ubia. Again, Williams and Julin 9-1 in the regular season. El Barba and Ubia 5-5. And if the Warriors can close out this match, and there's a good chance that they can end it in 4 matches.
The intensity of Bragley has always, all the way going back to 2018, has always been something. He takes it very seriously. And to see how much he's improved in 2024, working with players who he's not particularly familiar with, has been a beautiful thing to watch. It really has been. Bragley's really come into his own in 2024. A number of other players have as well. Bragley, one of the original 2018 Magic City highlight players, had never seen a cesta before 2018.
Just about ready for our 3rd set. It will be Zulaika and Bradley with the serve to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin the 3rd and final set of this match. The first team to 6 points will win the match. Zulaika will have the serve for the Chargers. There's a serve by Zulaika. We begin. Here's rebote by Zulaika to the inside. Nicolas changing to the rebote. He'll make it a 2-all. Zulaika takes it on the bounce. Forehand to the inside, crossing the sidewall. Beautifully caught by Nicolas to the inside. Rebote forehand. Ball missed. First point of the third and decisive set going to Zulaika and Bragley. Zulaika serves.
Really haven't seen many mistakes from Nicolas. Got his team back into the match in that second set, a big part of their run.
Sometimes the slower balls are more difficult to catch. They just are. They have a whole different vibe about them.
Yeah, right on the bounce, a little bit slower than we've seen throughout this match, and first miss in a while.
There's the backhand by Nicolas.
Oh, almost a home
Correa
run.
gets up there, hooks it into the pad, and the pad is bad. That's 2 points for Zulaika and Bragley. Zulaika has the serve.
Well, that's kind of the same thing we saw how we ended set 2. Now Correa off his footing. Trying to drop that rebote to the outside instead of just laying it up, but catching the top part of the pad. So much power coming from both chargers here. And forcing that miss.
Here's a backhand by Nicolas. Caught on the forehand almost by Zulaika. That ball's missed midcourt. Correa and Nicolas on the board with a point for the Warriors. Correa serves.
Zulaika's got a dominant right side. Hasn't had many opportunities to throw it. That would have been a good one right there. Backing up, coming right to it, and took his eye off it.
Drop shot, 2-wall, Portada. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. As I was saying that, I was realizing we've had comparatively few
Yes, we have.
miss serves on the evening. Zulaika picks this serve. Here's the backhand thrown hard to the inside. Nicolas goes up to the 7 line to make the rebote. Backhand by Bragley. Correa on the catch from the 7 line. Low and hard. Bragley's there. Bragley from the 12 to the inside. Catch by Nicolas. Bragley over the top. Nicolas is there. Zulaika makes the catch. Split placement, read and stopped by Nicolas. That 2-all, however, is out of play. 3 points for Zulaika and Bragley. Zulaika has a serve for the Chargers.
Well, he missed a couple low in the first and second sets,
Yeah.
and then gave that one a little bit too much power, kicking well outside of play. And again, another opportunity. Zulaika, the splitter, not really working out for him today. Nicolas, I mean, that's as clean of a look as you have.
I mean, and you see Zulaika lingering to the inside, so right, good shot selection.
Oh, what a catch.
Beautiful
there.
catch by Nicolas off a powerful serve. Here's the backhand by Nicolas. Nicolas makes the rebote save. Zulaika will back to the 8 line to make the catch. Powerfully to the inside it goes. Rebote. This one caught by Zulaika. Scooped by
scoop.
Nicolas. Carom by Nicolas. Scooped by
Oh, my
Zulaika
goodness.
from his knees. He makes the return. Bragley will keep this point going. Right over the head of Nicolas. That goes. He scoops it up. Turns the costado to the inside, and Zulaika's there. Split placement read again by Nicolas. Carom by Nicolas.
Wow.
This one scores.
Got her that
My,
time.
oh my, what a point. Correa serves for the Warriors.
I mean, spectacular defense by Zulaika on the outside, on his knees, gets it off in time. Look at this one. Opened up, falling down, scooped it up, and gets it off.
Wow.
That about says it all.
That, yeah. Poor Zulaika's knees, poor Correa's back, poor. But it all worked out. The ball found its way to the front wall. I think he's been taking lessons from Carballo on that. Miss serve into the pad. The pad is bad. Second serve coming up for Correa. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Double fault. 4 points for the Chargers. Zulaika and Bragley.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some inopportune double faults, but doesn't get much bigger than that. 4-2, third set.
Yeah, that's
chance to take a commanding lead in the game day, and you can see the frustration, rightfully so. He knows it too. You just got to get that serve in. If Zulaika picks it and throws a good shot, you got to trust your defense. You can't give one away.
And also seen both Correa and Zulaika pinching at their biceps. Never like seeing that. Here's a backhand by Nicolas. Zulaika calls for their bote, plays it from the forehand, high and hard to the front wall. Here's Nicolas. Nicolas powerfully from the right side. That ball goes off the cesta of Bragley. 3 points for Correa and Nicolas. Zulaika and Bragley with 4. Correa has the serve for the Warriors.
Yeah, Bradley was standing there back of the 13 line waiting for that ball, allowing it to cross the side wall, making it a little bit more difficult for him to secure that catch.
You're absolutely right, Andrew. You want to get that before he gets to the sidewall. Bragley from the forehand. Here's a backhand by Nicolas to the inside. Backhand by Zulaika. Rebote forehand to the outside. Bragley, excellent read and an even better catch. Rebote by Nicolas to the inside. Bragley is there. Forehand play, low and hard. Nicolas for the rebote. He hooks it out. 4-4 is, 5 points. Possible set, possible match point for Zulaika and Bragley.
A little bit of a wonky bounce off the back wall. Ate Nicolas up and sent that rebote towards the outside. Didn't have enough momentum to reach either way. I mean, a good read by Bragley. He takes off for this. You don't know if it's going to land in or out. Have to avoid the cage as well.
Lands
the judge, good catch, better control.
There's the backhand by Nicolas to the inside. Rebote forehand. Nicolas on the backhand. Just missed. In the backcourt. That's 4 points for Correa and Nicolas. Still possible match point for Zulaika and Bragley. Ball tipped.
Oh, my.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the maximum number of points allowed. This is match point.
1 point shy of the maximum in the playoffs. The Chargers looking for their first win. Warriors hoping to take a 3-0 lead. Chargers season potentially on the line right here.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Struggled with the serve, has already double faulted in this set. And if Zulaika is able to pick the serve up in the front court, you have to think he's going to go for something to end the match, Stu. Can't imagine this serve's going to be all too hard. That's in though. Well placed.
Well placed serve by Correa. Nicolas is looking for that rebote. He will not make the play. That is point set and a hard-fought match for Zulaika and Bragley. Winning the match in the third decisive set, 6-5.
Bradley closes it out, Stu. Perfect shot, passing Nicolas, crossing the sidewall late as he tried to turn that rebote. And the Chargers get their first win on this semifinal. Warriors still lead 2-1. Up next, it's going to be the 6th Division. El Barba and Ubia take on Williams and Julin. Quite the match right there to get the Chargers on the board. First of 2 semifinals tonight in our Spring 24 Battle Court season. We have the Renegades and Devils in action on Sunday. Moving on to match 4, El Barba and Ubia against Williams and Julin. But first, Zulaika and Bradley coming in clutch for their team. Let's hear from them. third team of the Chargers.
All right, Zulaika, Bradley, congratulations on winning that match. First win of the night for the Chargers. Zulaika, I have to ask you, that catch that you did, you slid on the floor, got it basically by the net. What were you thinking in that moment?
I was thinking on just catching and throwing as fast as I could because I was already on the floor and I made it, and well, I'm glad that the fans liked it.
And then Bradley, we're tied 5-5 on a third and decisive set. What are you thinking about in that moment?
I'm just focusing on fundamentals, catching the ball, throwing it to make it tough for the opponent. So just making sure I do my part.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. First point up for the Chargers in today's playoff. Let's see what else happens in today's game day.
Thank you.